This week, Governor Mark Dayton said the Affordable Care Act is no longer affordable.
Republicans have argued the system is flawed and too expensive since its inception.
What business, family, individual, farmer, or rational person can pay 50 to 60% of their income for health costs? I mean, what am I going to? I can't go without anything. I've cut back as far as I can.
The public shared their stories at a special hearing sponsored by Republican lawmakers on Friday. Many Republicans and Democrats say waiting to find a solution after Election Day will be too late for people who are trying to enroll in health plans that will give them coverage starting on January 1st. House Minority Leader Paul Thissen joins us now. Thank you so much for coming in. I know that you also had some statements about the situation and that the DFL House leaders do have a proposal to help.
Right. Well, I mean, this is, as you heard just now, a really serious issue. And I think that there's two things we need to look at. One, we need to deal with this short-term crisis of these premium increases. And then we do need to look longer term at how we continue to fix this system so it's providing health care to as many people as possible at an affordable rate. And that's a longer-term issue. But we did come out this week with a proposal that basically would say for 2017, so this is a one-time short-term solution, we would say no one should pay more than 10% of their income for their health care premiums. And if their premiums are higher than that, the state would have a pool of money that would provide rebates to them so that we can kind of get to the point where we get back into session next year and start dealing with the stability in the individual market, healthcare costs, and all of those issues.
Yeah, go back to the immediate part of it right away, because we know that people are facing costs of tens of thousands of dollars in premiums and deductibles. Will this help them right away? Will they get that rebate right away so they're not paying $5,000 a month?
Yeah, so well, the idea would be that they would, we know what their income is because they submit it for their taxes, and they'd submit their premiums, and to the extent that their annual premiums, if you multiply them out, exceed 10% of their income, the state would send them essentially a check.
So they could get it every month, every 6 months,
probably every quarter, I would think, to make it easier.
Okay, so they would be getting it to lower their costs.
Right. Yes.
All right, but let me ask you this, because I've got your proposal right here. You say that this one-time rebate could be covered by eliminating the proposed $31 million tax cut for tobacco companies and using the surplus in the Healthcare Access Fund. The governor estimates that rolling back just the one-year increase would cost $590 million. I mean, is this enough money?
Well, it would be. What the governor was talking about was setting up, it would be more of a long-term solution, setting up a reinsurance pool to provide a backstop for all these folks.
He said that was a one-year cost.
To set that up, it would be to pay that down. What this would do, because we're limiting it to 10% of income, so people that are making $500,000 probably aren't paying $50,000 in premiums. So those people would get covered by the governor's proposal. It wouldn't get covered by this one. We would estimate this would be somewhere between $75 and $100 million. So not inexpensive, but not at that level.
Now, Republicans and Democrats have not been able to come up with a lot of different solutions, not just on health care, but on pretty much everything over the last few years. You know that. The Speaker of the House was talking on CCO this morning about why this is not a viable plan, what you're proposing. Let's take a look at what he said.
Their proposal does nothing for the 130,000 Minnesotans that will be without health insurance on January 1st. The House Democrats' plan literally will leave 130,000 Minnesotans without coverage.
Absolutely false, and I think the Speaker probably knows that as well. What is happening is there are 112,000 Minnesotans who will not be able to get the insurance they got last year because Blue Cross dropped out of the market and Health Partners is not covering all the counties it used to cover. But Blue Plus, so a Blue Cross product, is available in almost every single county in the state without caps, without any enrollment caps. So there will be options for every person, with the exception of a few counties in the state, and there we think that there'll be plenty of options for those folks as well.
But right now, these families are waiting here. I mean, the governor wants to wait until after the election for a special session. I mean, that's 3 weeks from now. They have to make a decision by December 15th. So in a way, isn't the Speaker right? Because these families, from their perspective, these moms and dads, are looking at not having insurance on January 1st.
That's not correct. That's what I'm just saying, that there is going to be an option for them to get insurance. All of those families are going to have an option to get insurance in the market. Now, that's
in an affordable way?
And that's a separate question. From some of them are going to have to be paying, as we've heard, $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 a year for the insurance. But that's what our plan that we proposed this week would resolve. And if we get that in place either before November 1st or just after November 1st, but before January 1st, and I think we can do that. Then those families would be able to rest assured that they can buy their insurance, which has to be done by January 1st, and be able to get these
Well, they can
rebates.
buy it by December 15th.
But, Mr. Leader, this is a mess. Not a single Republican voted for this plan. They predicted that this is what's going to happen. You guys broke it, they say. You got to fix it. You take responsibility for what has happened here with MNsure?
Yes, I mean, we do. And what I would say is that we make choices when we're dealing with this complicated situation. And so there were choices we made that I think were good in the sense that people with pre-existing coverage today can get access to insurance in an affordable way, that women don't have to pay more for their insurance than other people do, than men. So there are good, and frankly, that there's these tax credits for people under 400% of poverty through the federal government that will reduce these rates, maybe even actually pay lower amounts. So there's good things that came out of this. At the same time, there's clearly bad repercussions that came from it. And it's those choices that we have to continue to weigh. I think the good news right now is, as I talk to my colleagues, both on the Republican and the Democratic side, and I think we do need to get this emergency plan in place. But the things that we're talking about providing a backup for these, whether it's through reinsurance or some kind of a high-risk pool, we can resolve some of these cost problems.
Well, Representative Thissen, I'm sorry we have
sure.
to go here, but thank you so much for coming on and sharing your thoughts.
No, I'm
Great to talk to
happy.
you.
And it's really important that we get this done because there are families that are really suffering out there right now.
All right, well, thank you so much, sir, and we will